Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make pizzelles. Pizzelles, it's a real simple recipe to make. It doesn't take long, about 30 minutes tops from start to finish. And it's a simple, you don't need a lot of ingredients. Today we only use sugar, flour, eggs, vanilla extract, some chocolate cocoa powder, and then some other licorice flavoring for these cookies. And it's a real simple cookie. It's a nice light cookie to eat. It doesn't take long, so it's better than going out and buying a pack of cookies from Market Basket or Sam's Club or Shaw's, someplace like that. Anyways, but it's a simple project to do. So they originated in Italy, and you'll mostly see pizzelles around Easter and Christmas time during the year, but you'll see them year-round. But that's Easter and Christmas is when they become really popular, and they're known for a cookie of celebration. They use, one of the stories that they were used in was when the people of Cuculio, a town in Italy, drove snakes out of their town. Everybody celebrated and they had some of these cookies. And then another celebration was in memory of Vito Roberto, who is a 12th century monk, and that's in the Sali Abruzzi area, which is a major part of pizzelles. So I'm going to show you how to make these chocolate flavored pizzelles. Now, just to let you know, there's many flavors of pizzelles you can make. You can make orange flavored, lemon flavored, any type of flavoring you want, you can make pizzelles out of. And they're a real simple cookie. As you can see, I have a cannoli shell out of this pizzelle, a bowl for gelato or ice cream, and then a plain old cookie, which this is what a pizzelle is. So without further ado, this is what a pizzelle is. So for the first step, we're going to break 3 eggs and add 3/4 cups of sugar and mix it together. So egg number 1. Egg number 2. Egg number 3. Add 3/4 cup sugar. And we're going to beat them together. Now you can do this with an electric mixer if you have one, but I'm just using a handheld whisk. Now that we have it all mixed together, just a couple more stirs. We're going to add the cooled melted butter. So this is a 1/2 cup of butter that I've melted and it's been sitting at room temperature. So I'm going to add this right now. So add the melted butter. Then I'm going to add some anise, and it is a 1/2 teaspoon of anise. So I'm going to just add that in. And anise is like a licorice flavor that gives the pizzelles a nice taste to it. And then I'm also going to add the vanilla. And the vanilla is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So mix that all together. Alright, now that we have that all mixed together, we're going to sift the flour, so the 1/3 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and we're going to add the baking powder, to it, and mix it all together. So here we go. We got the flour, the 1 3/4 cup right here. Here's the sifter. I'm just going to pour this into here, and the 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Alright, and while I'm sifting it, I'm going to stir it. And make sure I get that whole thing in there. So we're going to mix this until you can get a spoon and it'll hold together. So I'm going to mix this for a little bit more. And while we're mixing this, like I said earlier, we're going to be making a chocolate pizzelle. So I have three tablespoons of cocoa powder, and this is natural and unsweetened. So I'm just going to add this to the mixture. And since I'm adding that, I need to add sugar as well, so 3 tablespoons as well. And probably an electric mixer will be a lot easier to use. You want to make sure you really get down and get everything mixed up on the bottom as well. And that is what the mixture looks like when it's all mixed: the eggs, the cocoa powder, the sugar, butter, baking powder, and vanilla extract, and the anise in it, and 3 eggs. So now we're going to head over to the press and we're going to bake it. Alright, as you can see, now we have our cooking press. Now, with the cooking press, what they used to do, and they still do in some places, is you can put your family crest on it, or you can get special designs on it. But this is one that my mom's had for a while. It's by Prego, Pizzelle Baker. So we're just going to use this for today. And as you can see, it's a waffled pattern with a flower on the other side. So I have my mixture all set to go. So what I'm going to do first is, this has been heating up. So I'm going to just spray this with some Pam, just so it doesn't stick. Then I'm going to just take about a spoonful of it, as you can see, and just put it right on the center. And I'm only going to do it on the bottom part of the press. And close this up. And now it doesn't take long for these to cook at all, so I'm going to wait about 30 seconds or so, and it will then... Alright, so it's been about 30 seconds or so. Ooh, look at those are good. So now I'm going to take them out and put them on a cooling pin. Now, with this next batch, what I'm going to show you is when the pizzelles are still hot, you can mold them into cones, waffles. You can also make them into little dishes. So if you wanted to put ice cream or so inside of them, you can do that. So with this next batch, I'm going to show you how we can morph it a little bit. So same deal. So I have my little dish right here that I'm going to try to make the Pizzelle bowl into. So as soon as I open this up, I'm going to place it right in here and show you how I can make a cup. So here we go. So right off. So then all you do is you just let it sit in there, and then what's going to happen is as it cools, it'll stay in that form. And as you can see, as it cooled down a little bit, it's going to hold its form. So you can make multiple of these if you want to make a tart of some sort, but usually a tart is a different type of crust. But if you want to serve some ice cream, some fruit in it, it's a nice little treat to it, to make it like this. Now the next one I'm going to try to make is a cannoli shell. Alright, 30 seconds. I'm going to take this one off, but I'm going to use this one. And all I'm going to do is, you would normally have a dowel for this, but I don't have a dowel. And just like the waffle, I'm just going to hold it like this for about 20-30 seconds. And it is hot, so I do recommend getting a dowel. My fingers are burning. And after 20-30 seconds of it cooling, you got a nice little cannoli shell. So if you have some pudding or whatever cannoli filling is, you can make a cannoli out of it. So I'm going to finish off making the rest of these, and I'm just going to make them regular. Maybe I'll make some more waffle cones, not cones but bowls.